varied language contexts of the learner's dialect, regional varieties, and standard language, significance of first language in learning CPS 1 Odisha B.Ed and Education Honours. Varied language contexts of the learner's dialect, regional varieties, and standard language, significance of first language in learning. Introduction. India is a multilingual and multicultural country, and Odisha reflects this diversity vividly. In every classroom, learners come from diverse linguistic backgrounds. These variations in language include differences in dialects, regional language varieties, and exposure to standard language forms. Understanding these varied language contexts is crucial for teachers, especially in a state like Odisha, where tribal, rural, and urban students converge in the same educational settings. Moreover, the role of the first language, or mother tongue, in shaping a child's cognitive, emotional, and academic development is significant. As prospective teachers, it becomes imperative to study and respect this linguistic diversity and to understand how dialects, regional language variations, and standard languages operate in a child's learning environment. This enables the teacher to create inclusive, responsive, and effective pedagogy in multilingual classrooms. 2. Understanding varied language contexts of learners. Language is not uniform across speakers. In fact, it varies based on geography, culture, social class, and community. The major language contexts encountered in Indian and Odishan classrooms are: A. Dialect. A dialect is a regional or social variation of a language distinguished by pronunciation, grammar, or vocabulary. Dialects are natural linguistic systems with their own rules and consistency, but are often perceived as non-standard forms of a language. Examples from Odisha. The Sambalpuri dialect in western Odisha is different from the standard Odia taught in schools. Desia is spoken in Koraput and parts of southern Odisha and differs significantly from mainstream Odia. Features. Dialects are usually oral, not standardized for writing. Speakers of dialects may face linguistic discrimination in school if their speech is deemed incorrect. Dialects are rich in culture, idioms, and local wisdom. B. Regional varieties. Regional varieties of a language develop due to geographical and cultural diversity. These varieties may still be classified under a standard language, like Odia, but they exhibit unique lexical, syntactic, and phonological features. Examples: Odia spoken in Cuttack versus Balasore versus Berhampur, all are Odia, but have different tones, vocabulary, and sentence structures. Educational implication. Teachers need to recognize that regional varieties are not inferior. Imposing the school version of the language without acknowledging home varieties can cause alienation. C. Standard language. A standard language is the form of language that has been codified in grammar books and dictionaries and is typically used in formal education, media, and government. Features. Standard Odia is taught in Odisha schools. It serves as the language of instruction, textbooks, and examinations. It is seen as prestigious and necessary for upward social mobility. Problems faced by learners. Children who grow up speaking dialects or tribal languages may face difficulty in understanding standard Odia. They may feel their home language is inferior, which affects self-esteem and motivation. 3. Classroom implications of varied language contexts. Teachers must consider that students may not be proficient in the standard language when they enter school. A one-size-fits-all approach to language instruction can lead to learning gaps and dropouts. A. Language as a barrier or a bridge. If a child's home language is devalued or ignored in the classroom, it becomes a barrier to learning. On the other hand, if the home language is acknowledged and incorporated, it becomes a bridge to learning. Example: a child from a tribal village speaking Kui or Sora will struggle if only standard Odia is used in instruction. If the teacher allows some translation or encourages peer support in the home language, learning becomes smoother. B. Language and identity. Language is deeply tied to a child's identity and culture. Ignoring the dialects and varieties spoken by learners may make them feel ashamed of their background. It may result in psychological withdrawal, low participation, and underperformance. C. Code switching and multilingualism. Many Indian children naturally code switch between home language and school language. This should be seen as an asset, not a hindrance. Example: a student may use Sambalpuri at home, a mix of Hindi in the market, and standard Odia in the classroom. Teacher's role: encourage code switching where appropriate. Use multilingual strategies like translation, comparison, and context based vocabulary development. D. Culturally responsive teaching. Teachers must adapt their pedagogy to the linguistic and cultural realities of their students. This includes using folk stories and idioms from the students' dialects, inviting parents or community elders to share stories or songs in the local dialect, translating key classroom terms into dialects or regional varieties initially. 4. Significance of first language in learning. The first language, L1, also called the mother tongue, is the language a child learns from birth. It forms the foundation of a child's cognitive development, emotional security, and cultural belonging. A. Cognitive development. Studies show that children learn best in their first language during early years. L1 provides the cognitive framework upon which new knowledge is built. The thinking process, memory, and problem-solving skills are rooted in the first language. Vygotsky's theory of language and thought suggests that thought is initially mediated by language, especially the language used in early childhood. Learning in an unfamiliar language without proper support can lead to cognitive overload. B. Language transfer. Skills developed in L1, reading, comprehension, vocabulary, can be transferred to L2, second language, like English or Hindi. Cummins' interdependence hypothesis suggests that a strong foundation in the mother tongue helps in acquiring additional languages. C. Emotional and social development. Children express their feelings, fears, and creativity most effectively in their mother tongue. Using L1 in the classroom can make the learning environment emotionally secure and inclusive. Example in Odisha: allowing Sora-speaking children to share personal stories in their language before translating them into Odia builds confidence and validates their culture. D. Academic performance. Research shows that early education in the mother tongue leads to better academic outcomes. UNESCO also advocates for mother tongue-based multilingual education, MTBMLE, especially for early grades. E. Inclusive Education and NEP 2020. The National Education Policy, NEP 2020, recommends education in mother tongue local language at least till grade 5, preferably till grade 8. Odisha has already implemented MLE programs in tribal areas where children are taught in their mother tongue for initial years. 5. Challenges in addressing varied language contexts. Despite strong theoretical support, there are practical challenges in implementing dialect-sensitive and mother tongue-based instruction. Lack of teacher training. Most teachers are trained in standard Odia or English and are not fluent in tribal dialects. Curriculum rigidity. Standardized textbooks do not account for linguistic diversity. Attitudes toward dialects. Many educators, parents, and policymakers see dialects as inferior or unworthy of school use. Assessment practices. Exams are conducted only in Standard Odia or English, disadvantaging dialect speakers. 6. Role of the teacher in linguistically diverse classrooms. AB.ed. Trained teacher must show respect and sensitivity to learners' home languages. Diagnose language needs through observation and informal assessments. Use scaffolding strategies such as visual aids, code switching, peer learning. Encourage students to draw connections between L1 and L2. Advocate for MLA-friendly policies and community involvement in language education. Promote the idea that language diversity is a strength, not a hurdle. 7. Recommendations for Odisha classrooms. Use bilingual textbooks for early grades, available in many tribal areas. Provide in-service training for teachers on dialect awareness. Develop multilingual glossaries for classroom use. Involve local language speakers as assistants or resource persons. Encourage storytelling, songs, and drama in multiple dialects. 8. Conclusion. Language is not just a tool of communication but a vehicle of thought, culture, and identity. In a linguistically rich state like Odisha, understanding varied language contexts, including dialects, regional varieties, and standard languages, is essential for ensuring inclusive and effective education. The first language plays a pivotal role in learning as it supports both cognitive and emotional development. Neglecting the first language in school can hinder a child's progress, while embracing it can enhance learning outcomes, self-esteem, and cultural pride. Teachers need to be equipped with the right attitude, knowledge, and strategies to navigate the multilingual reality of Indian classrooms. Language-sensitive pedagogy is no longer a choice but a necessity for equitable education.